You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel. We are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let's practice some Logos Vinyasa. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression, leave the palms open to receive, close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. For this next moment, scan the space behind the eyelids, moving from the space without and traveling inward to the inner space, the finite. Reducing reaction, experiencing each inhale, and with each exhale, releasing distraction. Only inhales, only exhales. 5 more. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open. And for the rest of this exercise, we'll be connecting breath to movement in a flowing and at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to swing the palms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjala Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown. Palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs down. One more, just like this, palms reach out like the wings of an eagle. We soar even greater. Exhale to heart. Let's stretch the side body, float the left palm, and let's lean to the left. Maintain an equal base as you tilt, removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch here from the fingertip all the way down throughout the side body. Then contract the core and rotate the heart towards space. All things deliberate throughout this exercise. And after 2 more breaths, we'll flow together to the opposite side. But I'll count it off so we can flock together. Happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two. And then at the bottom of this exhale, press both palms into the air, reach up, shake it out, squeeze the navel, inhale. Exhale, shift forward to a tabletop position. Palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the eyes of the elbows slightly forward. Begin to activate the breath, engage the core, drop the belly, then lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to curl, round the spine, draw the navel in, cat. Inhale, lower the heart, float the tail, Bidalasana. Exhale, round the spine, create space between the scapula, Majorayasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. Then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars, solid, firm. Rotate the eyes of the elbows slightly forward as you begin to traction. Leave the knees aligned with the hips as you traction and trace the palms forward for a puppy dog stretch, Shasosana. Aiming the heart toward the mat, sinking, surrendering, finding stillness here for gravity's last stand. In a few short moments, friends, we'll be flowing upstream against the downward current that is gravity. Stay here or option to rise onto the fingertips to engage more deeply. And even as we sink and find stillness, continue to observe the pattern, follow the rhythm of the inhale and exhale. 2 more. And then at the tail of this exhale, you begin a retraction, retread the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes in. Breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this exercise. Pedal it out, organic movements here, stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural here. Options, shake out the head, or wag the tail, sway the hips, or find cobra in the spine, pressing firm into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, walk forward to the top of the mat and fold Uttanasana. Ragdoll variation, reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in both knees, allow the torso to sway side to side. Stay here or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you, for 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, you can carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the earth, hollow out the belly, and on this next breath in, begin to unravel the spine 1 vertebra at a time to equal standing mountain. Let's find our roots here, connected at the soles. Distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. And on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. And 1 more just like this, palms reach out and circle above. And exhale, part the wings and hinge forward, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms and step the right toes to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge, let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel in a vertical line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, squeeze the center middle, then rotate open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon A. With each inhale, experience the expansion into the lungs, chest, and diaphragm. Each exhale, contracting, twisting, tilting, torquing the heart towards space. Then on this next inhale, the left palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to circle the palm forward, lower into runner's lunge. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it side plank to the left. Extending the southpaw to a 12 o'clock position. Now if the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, stagger the feet for balance or come down to the length of shin or even forearm. As long as the core is active and the hips are elevated, your side plank is good. Breathe in. And exhale to soften the left palm down to a plank position, top of a push-up. Firm line. Hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into the palms to get the most rise in both arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you descend? Grounding the heart. Untucking the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up and breathe, baby cobra. But this time, removing pressure from the fingertips. Use the strength of the lower back to stay elevated. Breathe and lift up. Exhale to ground. 1 more just like this, rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next breath in, either halfway lift baby cobra or If you have full cobra available to you this practice, extend the arms completely, keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs, tuck the toes, engage the core. And on this next inhale, press up, firm line of energy. Kumbhakasana, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or jump to the top of the mat, then fold Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Hollow out the belly, palms reach out, and let's lift this vibration. Palms extend, connect, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye, and bow forward in service of your practice. And inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, lower the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat, runner's lunge, and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions as you plant the left palm, contract, twist and reach open to the right. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana A. And then on this next inhale, the right palm's gonna dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to swing this palm like a Ferris wheel forward, runner's lunge, Anjaneyasana. Plant the left palm, step the right heel back and stack it side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath into the base. And exhale, lower the right palm back down to a plank position. Challenge here to draw in, drag and sip in the longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga. Untucking the toes and pressing upward facing dog, legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer many. Challenge yourself, accept them all, or skip them as necessary. Tilt the gaze forward. Please bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out. This time, interlacing the thumbs, creating resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in, slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to the low plank chaturanga dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. For one exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check our dogs by shortening the stance, walking the palms toward the toes, far enough to make heel to earth contact. And for the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin and connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. It is here. Look, listen, feel. What does it say? Then from here, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips, hover the palms. Then on this inhale, reach the palms over the crown, Utkatasana, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then breathe in. We are compressing organs, activating metabolism, stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze a little more firmly? Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B. Tilt the hips back. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, pressing through the heel, rotate the forefoot toward the mat. Where can you lengthen, straighten, sharpen? Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze. Inhale, swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, then step forward, Anjaneyasana. Prepare the foundation, engage the core, then give rise, crescent warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana floats, each exhale, revising the posture, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into the left leg, connected to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. At the bottom of this breath, reach up and grow. Exhale to W the arms and lean back. One more just like this, reach up and breathe. And on the exhale, listen carefully. We're gonna rotate the left heel down and open up into warrior 2. Hips open, right knee stays in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take the right sit bone and press it inward as it presses the left one away. Then lunge forward and create that invisible line of energy from the right heel to the arch of the left foot. Turn the front palm and reach up. Peaceful warrior, side body stretch. And on the exhale, listen carefully. We're gonna cartwheel the palms down, frame by frame. Left palm rotates with the left toes into runner's lunge as you step the right heel back three-legged and fall halfway chaturanga as the toes follow through and float you through this three-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action. Downward facing dog. Side B, extends the left heel high. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, same as the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, frozen. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose, curl, shift forward, and step on through, runner's lunge. Engage, prepare, and then ascend. Ashtha Chandrasana. Stay fierce, stay focused. One more inhale, reaches you greater, squeeze firm, and listen carefully on the exhale, part the wings and hinge forward as you interlace the fingers to the base of the spine, press the palms, then extend the fists past the tailbone as you lift the heart, tilt the head back. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Imagine there's a string pulling you up by the heart into the cosmos for 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this breath cycle, carefully release the bind, circle the palms back over the crown. And exhale, open up into warrior two, right hand side. Stay fierce, stay focused. Turn the palm and reach up, Parita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, articulate as you rainbow the palms down and take a vinyasa flow with the movement. One breath per one action. Downward facing dog. Friends, we're gonna repeat this sequence again. This sun B, this time one breath. This time one movement. This time one breath per one movement. Here we flow. Tilt the hips back. Shift the gaze forward, bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold as you squeeze the navel in. Bend the knees deep. Sink the hips, then breathe up, lift up, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze, then inhale. Exhale to dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, vinyasa. Plant the palms, step, or jump back, flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid, firm ground. Inhale to give rise, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, windmill the palms down, vinyasa, step back and flow. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the left heel high, three legs. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Ashtachandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Parita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, Vinyasa. Step back. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, let's take a short rest here. Child's pose. Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels. Then extend the palms forward, giving the third eye a down or reach the palms left open behind you to receive. Or come seated to heels like a thunderbolt, cupping the palms, and take a sip of water. New friends, old friends, I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to what speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you if at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing connection. Proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath, breathe. Exhale, slow motion, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart, forearms stay parallel, elbows an inch in front of the shoulders, forefoot active, knees hover. So friends, we saluted the sun, we established the foundation, but thou shall not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes, engage the center, and then extend the hips up in a firm line, forearm plank for 60 counts beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, exhale, disengage, sigh it out. Align the heart, lower the chin to the mat, keep the forefoot active, knees hover. From here, we're going to take the palms to the base of the spine, flip them, interlace the fingers, press the palms, and then extend the fists over the tailbone and lift the forefoot for this locust expression. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Dare to breathe. One more inhale lifts you higher. Exhale to carefully disengage. Retread the palms beneath the shoulders, elbows back in. And now press the hips up to the heels. Back for Thunderbolt, Vidrasana. Friends, this is an alternative rest to child's pose. Come seated to heels as you cup the palms, sit up straight, shoulders back, core active always, ever. In here, out there, but especially out there and in here. From here, let's shift the hips over to either side and extend the legs forward. Dandasana. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Distribute evenly along the base, all things deliberate. And then from here, reach the palms forward. Keep the arms plugged in. And then from here, we're gonna extend the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling. Point the toes, draw the shoulders back, keep the neck long, look straight up. Navasana boat pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower to a hover, freeze without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels, express both lungs. Then breathe up and lift high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, and wait. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3 out of 5. There are 2 more. Here we flow. Come on up, number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, on this last one, how many fibers can you activate? How slowly can you articulate this high boat expression? Lift up. Exhale, lower to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6. Or find angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage. Leave the arms long down the side body, palms face down. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Squeeze the center middle, and on this inhale, we're gonna extend the heels, legs up the wall pose. So this little inversion here to get some fresh blood moving around. Stay here, or if you have a shoulder stand in your practice, you can press up by reaching for the base of the hips, extending the legs and pointing the toes north, distributing evenly along the elbows, triceps, shoulders, neck stays long, core active always, especially if you want to revolve this into Halasana plow by squeezing the center mid and extending the toes up over the brow, compressing the throat chakra. And then when you're ready to disengage, carefully bend the knees to the ears and unravel the spine one vertebra at a time, replacing the soles. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Now let's sway the knees to and from, reconnect. Next challenge. We're gonna traction the palms to the base of the thighs, and then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of three easy seats gonna work, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain, or perhaps rolling with enough momentum to cross the legs, roll through the chaturanga, and taking a vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And then we will all meet standing center of the mat. So transitioning from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So show a strong, sturdy mountain. And from here, reverse swan dive, palms reach up, palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Let's practice some balance. Tree pose. First, rising onto the left toes, knee comes forward. Then I'm going to open the knee over to the left. And then one of three to plant a tree, heel to the low calf, or drag the heel up to the thigh crease, or option to take the half lotus spine over the right thigh. Press the palms, a straight line of energy from the crown to the sole. Only inhales, only exhales. Find a drishti, a point of focus, so that you can tune out and tune in. And from here, we're going to grow our branches, reach up, and then extend the left knee forward, keep the heel flexed as we draw the knee and thigh parallel, reaching for the interior edge of the left foot. Seal the Gyan Mudra, right hand side, Nittara Janasana, dancer. Stay here or begin to press the forefoot challenge into the palm as you extend the Gyan Mudra, right hand forward as you're reaching up. Concentrate. And if you fall out, just carefully step back in. Remember, friends, that failure is always an option, because failure is always informative. 2 more breaths. And then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully step it down. Shake it out. Whew. We are all in this together. Back from mountain. Reverse swan dive, palms, circle above. Exhale, back to heart. Now, rise into the right toes, knee forward, and open the knee over to the right. And one of three, rinse, repeat, plant a tree. one side may be unlike the other. And then from here, let's grow the branches and extend the right knee forward, keep it flexed. And then draw the knee and thigh parallel as you reach for the interior edge of the right foot, dancer. Be present. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of this breath, carefully release and step down. Shake it out if you need to. And from here, we're all going to step up to the top of the mat. And let's reverse swan dive and salute the sun one more time. Exhale to flurry forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, lower the palms, step back to down dog, or take a vinyasa. Main course, daily bread. Here we flow. Tilt the hips back, then extend the right heel high, 3-legged down dog. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge. Find that solid ground. From here, we're dialing the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot as if you're going to balance on a tightrope as you crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan? Open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel, or a slight inner rotation. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. For number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated to its fullest expression, drishti flowing just past the right middle finger. Turn the front palm and reach up. Look up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep lunge, inhale. Exhale to dial the palms to a 12 and 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the forearm to the inside of the right ankle as you extend this left palm to a 12 o'clock position. Noon or midnight matters less unless you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy, keep the neck long, or maybe even a bind behind the spine, or even bird of paradise. Side angle is the peak posture for this class, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and binds, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles, wait for it. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without, because it's at the bottom of the exhale. We rotate the palms back up through warrior 2. Exhale, side out. Then lengthen through the right knee, tilt the hips, shift the hips back, keeping the arms parallel, setting up for Trikonasana triangle, and surf the upper half forward and dial the palms into a 12 and 6 position. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected and you'll become the observer and not the actor. That triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share. an identical vertical base. One more breath cycle. And at the bottom of this breath, rotate the palms back out to a T and spin the heels over here to the left for our 5 points of light. Utthita Tadasana, a 5-pointed star. Both feet forward, lateral edges parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine. Take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then from here, seal the Gyan Mudra, index finger, thumbs, and spread the wings wide. Press the heart forward. Squeeze the center middle. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Prasarita Padottanasana. Flip the palms, interlace the fingers, then press the palms north to the crown. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra, extending the index fingers, wrapping the thumbs. Over time, perhaps experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to this earth. Stay connected, and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. For 2 more breaths. One. And then at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind and lower both palms to the ground, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low. Hover the palms an inch. Then spread the wings a mile. And then on this inhale, we hinge open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Breathe in. And then from here, we're going to dial the right heel to the front of the mat. And without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, windmill the palms down and take a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B, extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Dial the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot, as if you're going to balance on a paddle board. Then crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities, 5 inhalations expand you, 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you deepen, straighten, sharpen? Turn the palm and reach up. Peaceful warrior, but stay for the exhale. Maintain the deep lunge, 90 into the left knee. Breathe up, look north. And then exhale, rotate the palms back to 12, back to 6. Extended side angle. Utthita Parsvakonasana. Birds and vines, do the things. Side angles, the ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. And then at the end of this breath cycle, lift the palms back up to warrior 2. Spiritus exhale, let it be known. Then lengthen through the left knee. Shift the hips back. Arms parallel for triangle. Breathe deep. And then clothesline the upper half forward and dial the palms back to a vertical line. One more breath cycle. And at the bottom of this breath, lift the palms back up to a T and spin the heels over here to the right, back to our 5 points of light. Remember, friends, that for certain parts of this, right and left is going to be different for me, from you, as I'm mirroring on some of it, and I also need to stay facing the camera. So this time, heels in, toes out, and let's reach up. And on the exhale, let's lower the palms to the thighs, sink low, look forward, breathe deep. Exhale, lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, breathe, deepen. One more. And then at the bottom of this breath, return back to center, full deep body breath inhalation. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left. One more full cycle. Use the palm to press it, twist it, turn it, torque it, bend it. And at the bottom of this breath, return back to center. Seal the Mudra, these things right here. And then we're gonna raise on up all the way up to the tips of our toes on this inhale. Take up more space than ever. And exhale, drop down into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown, and be the burn. Option to take organic movements, swaying to the right, to the left. As long as you're connecting breath to the movement, you're in that flow state. Or just sink and be. At the bottom of this exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you burn a little more brightly? At the bottom of this breath, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Return all 10 toes forward. Lateral edges parallel, breathe deep. And then we're going to dial the left heel to the front of the mat and step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Express yourself. It goes by so fast. It's already time to cool down. Tilt the hips back and extend the right heel up to the sky. Setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward and rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the left leg behind you, toes untucked, palms and elbows inbound, find the center. And then press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder to straighten out the foot. And then the exhale, resting pigeon. Walk the palms forward to the forearms or extend them completely, giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. And then when you're ready, begin to reanimate this pigeon. One feather, one quill at a time. Retreading the palms back beneath the shoulders in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the left toes in. Prepare, then press up and extend the right heel back to space. 3-legged down dog. Bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left. organic movements here, clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have wild thing in your practice and want to flip your dog, hover the right palm and then turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm reaching forward, facing up. On the inhales, on the exhales. The left palm is your primary pillar of support. Know thyself. And then and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express? Extending through this extended side plank as you rotate over into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog or bonus logos. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Next inhale extends the left heel high, three legs. Half pigeon, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the left wrist. Drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the right leg behind you, toes untucked. Palms inbound, find the middle. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the right shoulder, then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then, just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one, by one, by one. Engage, tuck the right toes, prepare. Then press up and extend the left heel back to space, three-legged. Bending the left knee, rotating the hip left over right. Restorative action. Stay here or hover the left palm, Kamakarasana, and turn over. The right palm is where it is at. Let it be known. Now imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite combining a single breath with one rotation, three-legged down dog? Exhale, downward facing dog, or get that bonus logos. D, F, D. Shift the gaze forward, please. Step through to a seat. Legs come forward. Staff pose. Sit up straight, shoulders back, core better be active. Connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Then open the petals of this lotus. And then reach up and grab for your dharma, which is your path. Exhale is seated, forward bend. Reach for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet. Or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. Always bring awareness back to the core. The more firmly you can squeeze it everything toward the midline, the deeper engagement you're going to achieve. And then from here, you can carefully disengage. Let's go ahead and take the heels apart this evening. We're going to take the wide-legged version of this. Keep the heels flexed, sit up straight, shoulders back, core. Yep. And then just using gravity, lean forward. Never any need to force into any of these postures. If you practice, there are no guarantees in life, but if you practice yoga every day, you will become longer, you will become stronger. Option to traction the fingertips forward, or you could take the peace fingers and flex yourself forward from the big toes. But you don't want to force it, because the comfort zone is not stationary. The comfort zone is not static. The comfort zone is only expanding. The comfort zone is only contracting. If you force into anything, you risk unintentionally sending out an invitation from my old friend, the hurt fairy. One more cycle of breath. And from here, you can carefully disengage back to a seat. Let's go ahead and draw the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Reach for the pinky edges. Draw the heels toward the root. Sit up straight, shoulders back. Or option to turn this into a forward lean, shrugging the shoulders, squeezing the navel in, pressing the elbows into the calves. And then from here, you can draw the knees back and extend the legs back forward. As we hover the palms in slow motion, very slow, we're going to begin to make our way onto the shoulder blades, outstretching the palms face down along the side body, bending the knees, walk the heels towards you. Longest finger reaches the heels, knees hip width distance apart. Let's go ahead and take this right heel and cross it over the left thigh. Keep it flexed like a figure four. And then we're going to outstretch the arms, then tilt the hips over to the left as you send your gaze to the right for this supine stretch with figure four legs. And then from here, let's draw the knees back to center, uncross, replant the soles. Hip width distance apart, all things deliberate. Then take the left heel, cross it over the right thigh. Keep it flexed, keep the heel flexed, and outstretch the arms. Tilt the hips over to the right and send the gaze to the left. And then from here, draw the knees back towards center, uncross the legs, replant the soles as we re-extend the arms along the side body, palms face down. Again, longest finger reaches for the heels, knees hip width distance apart, setting up for bridge, Setu Bandhasana first, exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. Then inhale to extend the hips upward, press the palms firm into the mat. Stay here, or option to take the bind, interlacing the fingers and extending the fist, tucking in one shoulder, and then its opposite, the rising and the sinking. And if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind, and lower the spine. All right, friends, we have an option here to practice bridge again. Or if you are looking for relaxation, you can draw the soles of the feet together with the heels drawn toward the root chakra. Let the knees fall, left hand heart, right hand belly for Supta Baddha, Konasana, reclined butterfly. Or if you still have some leftover energy and want to practice one more back bend, we could practice wheel. So I'll cue for wheel, or take bridge again, or chill. Wheel goes like this. You plant the palms beside each ear. Elbows come up shoulder width distance apart. Feet are in the same forward position as bridge, but you want to avoid when we lift off going heels in, toes out, for that is the most common misalignment that I observe as a teacher to the under-initiated. Exhale first, then inhale to extend the hips upward, and then you can lift the crown. Option to reconnect the crown at the top, or extend the arms completely in the hips upward for wheel pose, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Breathe evenly. And when you're ready to come back, you carefully tuck the chin and lower the shoulders and spine back to the mat very gently, very softly. Whew. And draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze for all of the order, all of the logos that has been demonstrated here during this practice. Reach across the elbows, across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. Then if you want to take happy baby, you can reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet, soles upward facing, body sinking, surrendering, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space, free of care. This is the final posture for this exercise. If there's something that I didn't think of that you want to practice, go for it here. Maybe a little head to knee pose. Otherwise, when you are ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners. Allow the toes to fall. Leave the palms open to receive. Keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then as we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale, the first inhale into the new Nowosphere, the space where life is only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, into the pineal gland, the seat of intuition. As you raise the palms beyond the crown, long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen. And then from here, bending into both knees, aligning with the palms. And send the knees over to the, roll over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat, Sukhasana as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. Thank yourself for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things only you are qualified to become: the kindest, the wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace, longest, strongest version of yourself. Take this energy into your evening. Thank you, friends, for sharing. Exhale with your friends. My name is Daniel. Good karma. Namaste.